Hello and welcome to episode 6 of JonFly Versus. Today is going to be a product demonstration from a company called RealSimGear. Actually two products. We'll be demonstrating the GNS430 hardware panel, which I have right here. This GNS430 hardware panel is incredible. I've had the great opportunity to play around with this device this morning in X-Plane. As I'm going here, I'll show some demonstration video of me using it in the sim, but I just want to talk about how this really does enhance your simulation experience. Many of you use the GNS430 in the sim and also the 530, and this just adds a little bit more immersion to the situation. I'll give you a little close-up view here. I've actually got it mounted on the bracket that is an optional purchase from the actual unit itself, and as you can see here on the back, it's a pretty simple situation. You got an HDMI connection, and then on the side you have a USB. And this particular unit does not require any additional power. This unit will be powered off of a USB hub, a powered USB hub, and so with the 530 that's here behind me, you do need external power in order to power up the monitor. So just to give you a little bit of a background here on this unit, this is actually a bezel with functional knobs, buttons, etc. But it's really this here is a monitor for X-Plane. So when you plug this device in, it should come up as a second or a third monitor, depending on how many you are running normally. And then you basically you detach the GNS430 from the sim, and then you drag that window down to this monitor here. And then each one of these buttons is configured via a config file that you can download from the RealSimGear.com website. So super excited to show this today, and yeah, we'll show some video of basically some basic GPS navigation, setting up for an approach, etc. Really cool. Now the 530 unit, I'll bring that up now. The 530 unit is very similar. Forgive the fingerprints that are present, but also a nice bracket that is an option for the GNS530 unit. And then on this one you've got USB also on the side, and then back here you've got a HDMI and a power insert. So I use an L-shaped HDMI adapter to go into the back of the 530. So again, amazing construction here. I mean, just get an idea of all the buttons are functional, etc., etc., etc. Listen to the sound. So this unit here I'm also showing in the demonstration video here up on the side, where we do a takeoff and some navigation and an LPV approach. So if you're looking to enhance your GNS 430 and 530 experience, I highly recommend these devices. Go to RealSimGear.com, and my friend Jared, who is great at technical support as well, would love to have you as a customer. So check it out, and yeah. So yeah, there it is, the GNS530. Some additional information about the GNS430 is that you get high quality concentric encoders that with their, as you can see here on the website, with their own push buttons to replicate the feel and the function of a Garmin 430 knob. I talked about the tactile buttons. Basically, this is very similar to the real unit, the real Garmin 430 unit in the plane. So you get a feel for how it's going to be in the actual plane. You can change your comm radio frequencies quickly and easily, both nav and comm. And yeah, here's the unit without the bracket and with the bracket. And as Jared points out here, this is the most affordable and cost-effective way to get a realistic GPS for your sim. For the cost of one flying lesson, you can gain the ability to train effectively at home. He also offers a 30-day full refund and comes with a USB cable as well. As you can see here, the brackets are separate. You can get a single 430 or 530 bracket, or you can get a dual if you're going to run both GPSs in your pit. One thing I'm really excited about, and I'm tempted to save up for this, but this is the G1000. From what I understand, RealSim Gaming has ordered 2 or 3 of these units for a flight school build, and it's very exciting to be able to control a G1000 from the hardware panel. The setup instructions are phenomenal. Here it shows the GNS530 setup. You download the RealSimGear GNS530 plugin, and that goes into X-Plane. And there's also a video here on the setup. You're connecting the USB, HDMI power cables, etc. It also talks about how you need to flip the monitor, and also if you want to, you can remove the bezel graphics to get a file that's going to be a little more uniform with the borders on the hardware panel. Down here a little bit lower we have the GNS430 setup instruction. As I talked about, there's no power pack. It powers off of a USB hub, and if you wanted to run the RealSimX plugin, you can also do that by downloading these files, depending on if you want to use it as GPS 1 or 2. And then again here you can remove the bezel graphics by downloading this PNG file. As was stated before, you can run the 430 and the 530 together, and here is the instruction on doing so. Me personally, I tend to only use one GPS at a time, so I wanted the separate brackets, if that makes sense. So I had the pleasure of meeting RealSimGear Jared at Flight Sim Expo. A really nice gentleman, and encourage you to support him in this venture. It really is a quality product, and I look forward to flying it more and more in the sim.
diver over Fond du Lac for 36 left the table.
And warbird over Fond du Lac, report the island. Cessna 195, 36, runway 36 left, yellow dot, clear to land. Land on the yellow dot, please, and it'll be a left turn off the runway.
Yellow dot, turn off runway, 195, thank you.
Welcome to Oshkosh.